Good morning, YouTube. I'm Yasmin. I'm host for Talking Talk. That is a platform where we practice languages by fully conversation in the language that we are practicing for. Today we will talk in English, and we'll talk a lot about aging, loneliness in modern world. So you already saw one video to wrap up a little about the subject, and we have some questions to guide us. Not necessarily we will follow every question in the same order. So yeah. Okay. Well, you can check more how our website works. Our platform works in our website. And yeah, we can start with the first question for today. So, Katian, how do memories help people deal with loneliness?
Um, Sorry, repeat because I don't see the questions.
Sure, I can send it to you. Just 1 second.
Okay.
Let me share here.
Okay.
Just 1 second because I'm having some problem copying it. Okay. I think now it's working. I sent here. Is the first one. Oh, sorry, I sent the wrong questions. Please ignore it. I sent the right here.
Okay.
Okay, now I got it right. I'm kinda with a flu today, so I'm really lazy. Sorry for that. But yeah, the now it's right. Is the first question.
About the first question, I think I the memories for the loneliest people. I think it's when we remember the family, the moments with the family when the kids grow up. I think these kind of things it help the loneliness. I think because uh, the life nowadays running a lot, and I spoke about this because I have a daughter, and now, for example, I remember when my daughter it's a baby. Sometimes I missing a lot, and probably when I become a loneliness and old people, I remember this moment. I think.
And do you think these memories make you feel more lonely or help you to deal with that?
Think it help. I understand when we become old person. It's normally sometimes the your children uh, have a job, do other things. It's part, I think, of the life. Stay loneliness. I think not stay alone all the time in our house, but it's part of the life. I think the kids grow up, go to the university, and do other things. And I think my mother said one thing for me, and I thinking a lot about this. It's part of our life, the loneliness, because, for example, my mother lost the husband last year, and I think with the time you understand better about the loneliness. It's part of our life. We need understand about the loneliness and stay in peace with the loneliness, stay in peace with you and with other persons, because it's part of our life. It's not possible for the children, for the parents to stay all the time with um, 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 old person.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your experience with us, Daphne, and for you. What's your opinion?
Yes, I agree with Katiana. I think be alone is the part of life, but the memories can help us to live in the good moments again through our imagination or through the flashbacks and give hope for the future. For example, if you alone now, you thinks, but when I'm going to meeting with my family, I can live that memories again. Gives the hope, and help you to think it's just in a moment. It's not forever. Lon Loneliness is not forever. It's just a moment. Next day will be better, or next week. That's it.
Yeah, the life is a cycle, so in some moments we are living something, but isn't forever, like you said. And it's normal to pass some moments more alone than others, I think. Thank you, Daphne. And for you, Iago.
I agree with Katiana and Daphne, and I agree some old photos, old videos is a way to make happy uh, these people. Like when I was a teenager, the the world uh, the world were in this form. When I was a younger, I made this this joke or I played this game. So I believe that old photos and old videos is a good way to remember good memories. It and makes feel these people feel good. Makes feel good these people.
Yeah, this is true. I love to remember the things that happen, seeing old photos, old videos too. And I think every 2 months I go to my gallery and see the things to remember. And I can remember a lot of parts of my life that sometimes I don't thinking a lot about it. And yeah, it's really nice. It's a good strategy to deal with loneliness. I love to do that. Thank you for sharing with us, Iago. Luis, and for you.
Well, guys, I totally agree with everyone said before, but one of focus what about Taina said before, and how about memories is important to bring to the present that memory that's came alive again, you know. When you have a good memory, a lot of good memories, and you bring it to the nowadays for the present moment, is very important because it's like enjoy that good moment again, you know. For this reason, it's very important to gardening only good memories, you know. For instance, last Sunday I was remember uh, a friend that I had in high school, and we were terrible students, you know, and we had a lot of problems in the school. And I was telling to my wife what we doing in the time. It was amazing, you know, a lot of good memories, good emotions, and I think that's cool. But I don't think that loneliness is a bad thing at all, you know, to try to remember. I think it's part of life, like Katiana said before. And I think that we should deal and prepare. For instance, I don't have kids, and I know that I will be alone in the future. So for me, it's a cool thing, you know. I don't mind. I don't think a lot about this, but have good memories to remember. It's a goal, but we don't need to only trust in our memories because aging, we start to losing our memories, you know. So I think that's cool, but uh, be aware that age and in the age and loneliness, you need to be, I think, make things, you know, make a lot of things and not only be not only waiting for your memories, you know, because you lost something. Is this?
Yeah, I think to have photos and videos is maybe letters too is a great way because yeah, with aging, our memories tend to start to get confused and mixed. So yeah, have another strategies could help a lot to refresh our memories. So I will skip some questions to the number 4. I think this is very interesting. So, Luis, what's the difference between being alone and feeling lonely?
Well, I think that's feeling lonely. I don't know if it's the right way to answer, but I think that's it's very important to feeling not feeling lonely, but be alone to avoid the noise of the world around us. You know, it's very important to have moments with you, to be honest with you, with your thoughts and what you're thinking, how you want to live in this world. You know, for instance, nowadays with 45 years old, I start to think, yeah, what I will have in this for the rest of my life. You know, I want to work like a slave. No, I don't want that. You know, I wanted to avoid a lot of things that word give to us, like uh, comfortable things. I don't know. So I think that's a very different to be alone. Uh, I don't know, but I think that's the difference. You know, sometimes when you have the option to choose, you know, I think that is important. Is this?
Yeah, there is I think it's a huge difference between these both, and it's necessary to have time for ourselves to discover who are we, because there are some people that just um, avoid to be alone because couldn't even discover who they are. So yeah, it's hard to not pass the enough time alone with ourselves. This moment, the silence with everyone just keeping with ourselves is very important, like you said. Thank you, Luis. Katiana, and for you about the number 4.
I think, like we said, I think it's important for everyone understand and understand about the importance of stay alone for a minute every day and stay in peace with this. Because, for example, I need to stay alone for a moment every day, thinking about the life, and I stay in peace when I stay alone. I think you need to be comfortable with you, with your thoughts, and many other things. And if you don't stay in peace with you, probably we don't stay in peace with other persons in the world. And for me, the loneliness uh, it's stay alone for a moment. It's very okay. I think in the future, I'm a kind of person. I don't afraid to stay alone because I enjoy the time with me. I read a book. I have a moment for have a meditation and other things. I think it's part of our life. I think when you understand about this, you make friends during your life, and you have moments for stay with your friend. And it's not to stay. I think sometimes it's a choose. Because, for example, I do canoa havaiana, and we have 1, 2, 3, more than 6 persons under to 70 years, and we have a mother with 78 anos, and stay with us. Don't stay alone all the time at home. Okay, I think it's sometimes you choose to stay in alone at home, but it's I think it depends of our choice. Depends das nossas escolhas. I think it's part of our life. Sometimes stay alone for a time, and you choose this, and I think it's health. But I think it's part of our life. It's my opinion, because I saw many old persons choose to stay at home all the time.
Yeah, I think this movement to stay alone at home is increasing by the years. I think this increased a lot in the pandemic years, and now people are doing more that. And yeah, I think for that it's important to know how to pass the time with ourselves and not to freak out. And also to find a activity that we like to do for us, not for others. Like you said, for this woman that have 80, more than 80 years, but have some activity to do. So yeah, this is necessary for us. So thank you, Katiana. Iago, and for you.
I think the main difference is about alone can be like a solitude. Solitude for me is a good way to perform creativity, make some build some project, learning English, learning about history, but feeling lonely is not so good. Uh, so I think the main difference is this. Alone is like a solitude for me, and feeling lonely is a good is a bad uh, feel.
Yeah, this word solitude, when I discovered that, I pass weeks thinking about it because um, the lonely it is a huge line between loneliness and solitude, and it's easy to fall in loneliness instead of solitude, but it's necessary every time trying to reach the solitude that is more to like these moments alone and make activities that we like and to not feel this empty and try to feel with someone else. So yeah, when I heard this word, I think a lot about it. So Daphne, and for you, I think you didn't answer yet, right?
Yeah, like just in me. Yeah, I agree with everybody. For me, being alone is the short period of time. Like, I need to be alone to study or to keep in focus, to achieve something like to cooking or to learn something. But feeling lonely is the mental state. For example, I can around many people and still feel alone because anybody fulfilled you. For example, if you lost someone, anybody can replace that person, like your mother or parents or father. And it's so hard to deal because sometimes it's depressed, anxiety. You need to fix this emotional problem and try to not feel alone again.
Yeah, this is, I think this is more present nowadays. A lot of people is surrounded by uh, a lot of people, but feel this lonely, and yeah, it's hard. At the same time that someone could be not around a lot of people, but don't feel lonely. So this is a huge line, and this is really present in nowadays life, and could start to be a problem if the people do not try to feel themselves, just make this like a responsibility with of others. So yeah. So let me see here more question. Uh, I will go to the question 6. I think is interesting. Daphne, what are some of the biggest challenges of getting older?
I think is the healthy. For example, I'm getting older and I start to feeling pain on my joint. For example, my hips is not the same. My mind is not faster than I was young. And this is so complicated because you can to feeling that your dead is closed. And yeah, you are not new like before. You can't to do the same things like you or young. You need to put many things in to balance before to make a decision. I think it is more biggest challenge in getting old.
Yeah, and I think if we don't care about our physical health, this will start to impact our mental health, and the opposite too. Like if we didn't take care of our mental health, this will start to get consequences on physical health. So yeah, this is a big challenge. And for you, Luis, what do you think?
Well, totally agree with Daphne said before, and I would like to add, nowadays it's very hard to save money for retirement, because I think that's a challenge for me and my wife because we are really worried about the future. And for me, it's because when you are old, you know that if you lose your job, it's very hard to find another one in when you are old. So for me, this is the main challenge for getting older. No.
Yeah. Um, once isn't so related about it, but once I saw one movie that's called The Intern. It's like a senior guy that is already retired, but he feels the absence of work in his life, and then he is hired to work as an intern on a company. I will send the name here because this is really nice. And after to see this movie, I keep myself thinking a lot about this difficulty to find work at some age because there are a lot of prejudice around that. And yeah, it's really hard. According to the age gets, it becomes harder. And yeah, but this movie is really great. I sent here is with Anne Hathaway and I forgot the uh, Robert De Niro too. So I sent the name here. It's really nice. So Katiana, and for you about the question 6.
Guys, I totally agree with what with the Luis. I think as Luis said about have money when you become old person. I I stay with my father have cancer for maybe more than 3 years and after died. And I understand the importance of have money and because when you become an old person, the medicine is so expensive. We don't have energy, or sometimes you have a disease, and it's so important to understand about this when do you have time for make money. And now, for example, I spoke about this with my husband. No, we need make money now because in the future we don't have energy. Sometimes we have some diseases or other things. These things with Luis said it's so important uh, for uh, for understand when you are a young person because we don't have energy in the future. Sometimes we have disease or other things, and it's now I understand. I have 4 years, 2 years old now, and I spend and I have reserva. I don't remember this name in English. When we become an old person, because I understand the importance of things as na pele. It's so important. It's everyone needs it thinking about this, I think.
Yeah, this is something that we have to worry about because I think in the pandemic years, people started to be more worried with that because was a situation that anyone expected and was so unexpected that people start to lose their jobs and to face um the not how can I say that? But that we don't have this kind of um, this preparation for all of the situations. So saving money is really great, and mainly for getting older, this is important and could be a life changer. And I say by myself, I don't have any feeling to want to have children. So I know at my aging time I will be me by myself. So yeah, saving money is really important. We never know how what could happen tomorrow, and yeah, it's a big challenge. Iago, and for you, what's your opinion?
For me, guys, I totally agree with everyone. Uh, the biggest challenge for me is about healthy and money because I believe that when I getting older, our health is not bad, but is very complicated because uh, uh, our life, our modern life, our modern uh, recipes is very bad. So we need to take care now. And the second one is about money, because I believe that you need to pay for many medicines when you are older.
Yeah, not just medicines, but a lot of times treatments too, because
Treatments, yes.
yeah, it's really common to start a lot of healthy problems, and yeah, the money starts to be a really worry in this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me see here another question, friends. Uh, the question 8. Yeah, Jackie says in the video that at her age, you don't celebrate anymore. Do you think birthday celebrations change as people get older?
Okay, number 8. You don't celebrate anymore. Do you think birthday celebrate change? Uh, I don't know. I think that this question, uh, each people are different. So, but for me, I believe that birthdays are very important, because in specific when you are older, because you glute. Uh, uh, sorry, sorry, guys. You together people, você junta pessoas uh, in this event. You together your parents, your brothers, your uncles. So I think birthday celebration uh, is important, and I believe don't change people.
Yeah, maybe people just keep going as they already was. So, Daphne, and for you, what's your opinion?
Yeah, I think it's depend on each person, because if the person is happy, celebrating their birthday is an opportunity to get out or to do something special. But if the person is sad or is not positive, celebrating their birthday is not make sense, because celebrating the birthday is the day more close to their death, and it means that their life is getting end. And yeah, it depends our point of view. I would like to be a positive person and celebrate my birthday very happy. But sometimes in the lives change a lot, and I can become a more sad person. I don't know.
Yeah, once I heard his statement about birthday being a date to celebrate 1 year more next to the death, and this is really deep. I try to change the statement, saying, "Oh, it is a 1 year being more mature with more experiences." Because yeah, if we all of the time thinking we are next to death, yeah, I don't know, will be really hard to take the days. So Katiana, and for you, what's your opinion about the question 8?
I totally agree with Daphne, because I think it depends of each person. For example, the my my husband grandmother, it's a kind of person who has 87 anos, 87 years, and every year we go to Bahia for her birthday. And it's amazing. It have a lot of friends. It's a big mess, and it's so nice. But I think it depends of each person, and I think it's not similar for everyone, but it depends of who the person's depends of the how the person's understand about the emotions and about feelings and other things. And for some persons, I think it's okay. It's part of our life. Enjoy this moment. Enjoy every new birthday. But for the other persons, it's so nice to stay at home alone or with some close friends. I think it's like the Daphne said, depends of each person.
Yeah, this makes sense. Thank you, Katiana. Luis, and for you, what's your opinion?
Yes, totally agree. I think that's a personal choice. For instance, in my home, my mom loves to have the full house, party in her birthday, and my dad he chooses more just me, my sister, a simple dinner, and I think that depends from each person. No, is this?
Yeah, there are some people that like big celebrations, while others just like the small ones. So yeah, this really depends of the person. Traditional. Thank you, Luis. So yeah, you go to the question 9 now. Luis, what responsibilities do adult children have to their aging parents?
I do believe that responsibilities is be close to your parents. I think because they becomes very vulnerable and it's not a big thing for us, but it's very important to theirs. So I think it's important to be close and be present and be kind with your old parents.
This is really important. Thank you, Luis. Daphne, and for you.
Sorry, what was the question?
The question 9.
It's an interesting question. Okay, yeah, I think is the first step. Love them, give love, and give back all the treatment that you receive from there, because you need to be grateful for everything your parents made for you and gave in your possibilities. If you have some hours free, visit them or give some gift, some hug, complaints. I think it's it.
Yeah, people are used to talk that when we get old, it's like we're getting as children again because we couldn't take care about ourselves as before, and we need more help for other people. So, yeah, I think taking care of the parents in these ages is really life changer. Thank you, Daphne. Katiana, and for you.
I think it's important to have a moment with your parents in this age. And like the Taina said, it's important have gratitude with there and have a time for stay together. If you stay kids, stay together because it's so important. and the time don't return in our life. And when you lost one parent, you miss him, have a hug or other things. The time don't return. And if it's possible, stay with your parents. For example, in this Christmas, I think is the last, the second Christmas without my father. And now, for example, my biggest thought is, oh, if it's possible, I need a hug of my father. And but I understand in other times I stay all the time with my parents and I stay very next, and I have this kind of moments because the time don't return. Guys, if it's possible, stay with your mother, with your father. Sometimes we have problems. Everyone have a problems, but this when you lost a person, it's not possible for you have 5 minutes with this with your father, with your mother, uh, and enjoy this moment because don't return in our life.
Yeah, this is really important to enjoy, to not regret in the future because um, once they are gone, it isn't possible to undo the things that we wanted to do. So, yeah. Iago, and for you, what's your opinion?
I totally agree uh, with everyone, and I believe that adult children have to help uh, your father to makes feel better about your health, about your feeling, um, to do things there to do good things about your, how can I say, makes me feel better. That's it.
Yeah, this is really important. Thank you for sharing with us, Iago. So, guys, unfortunately, our time is ending. I don't think we have time for more one question. So, I want to thank you all to have this talk with me today. And I want to invite you for the next week. We'll talk about the cost of connection, real versus artificial friendship in the age of AI. Maybe this could bring good insights for us. So if you feel interesting on that and have time, please come next week. I will be here. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much. Have a nice year and a nice week too. See you soon.